Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We have a new character added into the Nexus, and his name is Medivh. Whoa. I didn't even know this Easter egg was here! What am I summoning? I summoned Crowley! Oh, that was cool. Okay. Alright, that was cool, Blizzard. That was cool. Alright, so we're going to be playing Medivh today, and I just want to start this video off by saying that he is the most team-reliant character in the entire game. If my team does not work with me, if my team does not utilize the gifts that I am giving them, we are going to lose. And there's no getting around that. I think on HoTs logs right now, he has the lowest win rate in recorded human history. It's something like 20%. So I'm going to try to show him off today. If you want to see some good examples of Medivh, you can check out some of the live streams I've done over on the Squadron channel. This may not go as well as those.
Let the games begin.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Tomb of the Spider Queen today. Apparently, my face cam's not recording, so I guess that's a thing. Camcorder must be full. Oh well. Our Q ability, Arcane Rift, launch a rift that deals fucking really bad damage. But has a 7-second cooldown, and if we hit a hero with this, it'll reduce the cooldown even more. I think it'll have a 2-second cooldown if we're able to connect with heroes with it. Our W ability is Force of Will. This is a talent that will stop all incoming damage on the target of our choosing. I'm going to go for Portal Actually, with a team of randos, I don't know what I want to pick. We'll go for Portal Locations. Fine. So it'll stop all damage incoming on a target. It does have a pretty high mana cost considering that it only has a 5-second cooldown. So every 5 seconds, you're going to be dumping 50 mana. So that can become quite costly pretty fast. We just scouted this out for my team in my bird form. The bird form is our mount ability. And it allows us to fly over the battlefield while granting vision to our team and also being completely immune to any incoming damage. The enemy team actually can't even focus us. They can't deal any damage to us at all. So let's move in here. We'll poke at Sylvanas a little bit, shall we? Now, we're not an offensive powerhouse by any means, but we do have our Q, and it does poke just a little bit. We can go ahead and stun ETC, make sure he doesn't take any unnecessary damage from that Tyrande Lunar Flare. Our E ability is what we picked a talent for at level 1, and it allows us to make portals. These portals can be walked through by not only yourself, but the friendly allies on your team, and you can do this quite often. Kind of like how the Night Swarm should have worked. You can pass everyone on your team through the portal, just like the enemy team's Medivh did there, and then show up on the other side. And depending on your talents, these portals can actually last a pretty long time, increasing what your team can do with mobility quite a bit. Now, as you may be able to tell so far, Medivh is one of those characters that will excel in organized group plays. He's not necessarily someone that you want to be... Why are the towers hitting me? I was in a fucking wave of minions. He's not necessarily one of the characters that you want to bring into quick match by yourself as a solo queue looking to have a good time. The more coordinated your team is, the more you're able to really talk about and shot call, you know, these engagements that you're going on, the more value you're going to get out of Medivh. I'm just going to help our Sonya poke in here. She seems to be doing a pretty great job. Normally, I would help people disengage with the portals, but that's a bit difficult to do when you don't really know what their intentions are. So I gave myself a portal into the bottom lane. We're just going to show up here and try to push these guys back just a little bit. I'm going to go for the reveal on the Owl. It's just my favorite talent at level 4. I think there's plenty of valid options at level 4, though. Let's go ahead and shield our ETC. Thought he was going to take a little bit of damage there. He did not. And we'll just keep throwing our Q in at this ETC. Now, one thing that I think they did very well... Let's go ahead and get him out of that damage. Maybe we should have given him a portal there, but I think he's going to be fine. One thing that I'm really glad they did was change it so that you can actually see how much Medivh has mitigated for. I think that's really good. Keep in mind, he is a specialist. He's not a support. So this number may not be crazy high no matter what you're doing. Here, I'm going to portal us out. Just going to get out of here, man. Let's just leave. So he could have clicked on the portal to go to exactly where he was standing, but no, he decided to walk. And you're going to see that a lot. You're going to see that a lot. It's going to be hard. At least while people are getting acclimated to the character anyway. We do have 21 coins to turn in. That means we need another 10 in order to make this first objective happen. We are slightly behind on XP, so we do need to increase our soak just a little bit. Looks like Sonia's having a hard time in that 1v3. No surprises there, but she seems to be going back in regardless. Let's go ahead and grant a little bit of vision. We do see Chromie on the other side of this. That's pretty terrifying. Oh, she spun right into it. I actually do need to get... Here, this is what we'll do. This is how I'll get those butts. I'll just portal in, I'll grab them, and then I'll leave. Look at that! Look at that! Okay. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. Nothing I can do here at all. I could pretend like I can. Like, get out. Go away. Stop hitting my building. But obviously this doesn't do much. Good stuns from our ETC and Zul are going to lock down this Sylvanas pretty well. And there we go, the Q does connect. Now I can portal Zul in deeper if he wants to take it, but as you can see, without any warning that the portal's gonna be there, he completely missed the prompt and just walked right by it. And that's the most frustrating part of playing Medivh right now. It's like you're trying to help, you're trying to make these plays, especially with Portal. I mean, you can get a lot done with Force of Will. But especially with the portal, it's like you're trying to make all this happen, and most of the time it feels like it goes unnoticed, which is sad. But I think it'll get better over time after the character's been in the game a little bit longer. So we have gotten the first turn in of the match, and it looks like things are going fairly well. We are slightly behind on XP, but hopefully with this objective pushing, we are going to easily catch up to the enemy team. I'm going to go poke him as he leaves. Not really expected to do any damage. I guess I could have given my team a portal over to that spot as well. I also want to make it very clear that I don't consider myself a Medivh expert in any regard. I have sunk a decent amount of time into him. Not a ton, but you know, I have a few games under my belt. I understand the basic mechanics. But most of my time on Medivh has come with a full pre-made, with a full team alongside me, which definitely is easier. So what I would like to do here is just shield our Sonya. We picked up a talent at level 7 that allows Sonya, or well, allows anyone that we shield to pulsate AoE damage if they take damage with the shield up. So that can actually allow Sonya to dive incredibly deep and deal a ton of damage if she wanted to. We actually probably have a kill set up on this ETC. Can we do it? No, no one took the portal. Okay. All right, let's go back. Now, I will say with the level 1 talent, it does take a bit more time to actually set these portals up. And maybe this is one of the things that's actually hurting me here. I'm going to get in bird form and use the far sight thing just so I make sure everyone could see this Chromie over here. Looks like we're zoning her back just fine. All right, let's fall back. At least get a sippy cup. The enemy team likely going to go for a turn in right now, so I think my job is going to be just pointing this out to the team. We do need to hit level 10 pretty quick, but I can grant vision of at least the bottom turn in for as long as they would like me to do that. However, we didn't have any vision of the top turn in, and the enemy team was able to make that happen. So now what I need to do is go down to the bottom lane here where I can get some uncontested XP and just shoot these guys down, get level 10, and then go join my team. I personally am a pretty big fan of Polybomb. I like it a lot. I think it does a lot of things, and it's going to be a guaranteed interrupt for this ETC whenever he decides to mosh pit. And that's very, very valuable. That's crazy valuable. So I want to make sure that we can do that. Let's give immunity to our Sonya here. The enemy team is portaling out pretty hard. We do have a stun set up on their ETC, and it looks like we are going to be able to secure a kill. The team's still going deep. We're going to give that shield to our Sonya. And if we want to continue, we definitely can, but it looks like we're backing off to deal with the objective. Probably the better option. Okay, cool. So I'm going to fly down to the bottom lane and start poking at that thing. I'm not going to do a ton of damage to it, but again, I can poke at it. So, key ley line seals, or keyline seals, excuse me, or ley line seals. Holy shit, I can't even read basic things. Ley line seals is a skill shot with a very long range, about the same as a shock and awe from Falstad. And what it does is it'll just put everything into stasis like a void prison from Zeratul, but it's in a straight line. Very, very strong, very good. But when there are ultimates that I need to interrupt, being in a stasis will not interrupt that person. It'll just delay the cast for as long as they're in stasis. The polybomb, however, if ETC goes into the mosh pit, I can just simply click on him and all of a sudden, hey, he's totally crowd controlled. If the Sylvanas here went for mind control, we can totally stop that mind control whenever we feel like it. Of course, I'm the one that gets polybombed. Yeah. Stop it. Turn into a goddamn sheep and let me fly out of here. Okay. All right, we're good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's go ahead and give them a shield. I'm going to give them a portal out just in case they need it, and I'm going to leave. Sonya decided not to take the portal out. ETC decided not to take the portal out. And Zul, man, Zul's going in like a bat out of hell. So I guess I'll go rejoin them just a little bit. Again, I can try to put things down to help my team, to help push them in the right direction, or to help them win a fight however I think they can do that. But it's kind of up to them to use these tools that I give them in a meaningful way. The portal being on the ground doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to use the portal. And in the same note, the portal being on the ground doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good portal for them to use. They kind of have to think about it. And when you're not able to gauge what the intentions of your friendly players are, it becomes very, very difficult to make a lot of Medivh's abilities very useful. So we have a decent opportunity to come in here and deal some damage. Let's go ahead and shield our Sonya. We need to spread out for this polybomb. That's okay. You can spread it to me. Not a big deal at all. I'm in favor of turning in. They're occupied. Sylvanas is occupied up top. Let's go ahead and we'll turn in. I'm going to increase the portal range. Even though we haven't been using the portals, it's still my favorite talent in the tier, so I'm going to take it. I'm a little out of position here now. Let's go ahead and shield our ETC just in case he takes a little bit of damage. And we were able to turn in yet again. So here we go. Looks like we're diving in on the enemy team. I'm going to put a portal up and put another portal up. You can chase it. You can follow him in. That was a pretty shitty portal. You see what I mean? Like even when I'm giving them those tools, even if they're in the habit of using my portals that I give them, that wasn't a good one. And they were probably better off just walking. We can keep shielding this Sonya. We can try to keep her out of this fight. Chromie's obviously focusing me back here a little bit. We want to make sure that we're not in the mosh pit again. It's actually very important. So I'm going to try to sit back here on the back line as the friendly team's moving in. I'm just going to keep giving this immunity to our Sonya. Not only is that survivability very good for her, but also that pulsating damage that we picked up at level 7 is going to be quite strong as well. Unfortunately, Chromie is chunking me pretty hard, so we are going to have to sit back even more. But I am trying to keep our Sonya alive. And it looks like we are going to get something out of this push at least. Oh, what a good shot. I don't think it was intended for me. I think it was intended for Zul. But it did hit me square in the mouth. I was going to try to give a portal to Sonya and Zul to get out after they killed that Chromie, but I wasn't quite able to do that in time. And it looks like this is gonna be a decent mosh pit. I don't think it'll result in any kills. Sylvanas obviously not known for her burst damage. Hopefully our Tassadar is throwing out those shields to those guys that need it. But it looks like Tassadar's like, peace the fuck out, guys. I'm gonna leave. Saying he's out of mana, I think you can squeeze off a few more shields in there. Good portal by Medivh, engaging on our Sonya, and she actually decided to go back in. Balls, 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 balls of steel. We're going to get here in time just to make sure everyone gets out safe. Here, I'll go ahead and scout just so they know what's going on around them. Hey, there, Medivh's recalling. I could have poked at him. The enemy team only needs to turn in 20... I don't know. Can't count right now. We're in the middle of a fight. They only need to turn in a few more butts to make this happen. What is it? Fuck math. Fuck. Today's not a math day. You know what I'm saying? Today is not a caster math day. Sonya once again taking over this camp. That's totally fantastic, actually. I was going to say that's totally fine, but no, that's what she should be doing. Let's go ahead and give that shield to our Tassadar. Now, I will say that I could be using our bomb a little bit more often, the polybomb. I could be using it a bit more. But I want to make sure that it falls in line In fact, I don't think I've used it at all yet. I want to make sure that the cooldown falls in line with the mosh pit. And granted, this has a 40-second cooldown. Mosh pit has a what? Mosh pit has a 120, so I've probably been holding on to it a bit too much. And the ability itself could probably sway a pretty significant number of these fights. If you can't tell how it works, it turns someone into a sheep and then gives that sheep an aura. And if someone is in the aura of the sheep at the time that the debuff ends, they're going to be polymorphed as well. And this can just keep spreading. And in the perfect situation, you're going to be hitting like 3 people with it. And it's a silence. They can't cast anything. They can't attack. It's very, very strong. I would love to give ETC a portal in here. But again, will he take it? No. Everyone has walked by my portal. Zol! Oh, good. Okay, so we at least have our Sonya disengaging with my portal. That's a good one. I'll take that. One person has used my portal this game. I'm happy. I'm happy. So again, he's obviously looking to do something. Let's just fucking stop him. Let's just send out the polybomb. Let's just do it. Whatever. I've been holding on to it way too long. We can make plays happen with this shit, and I just have not been doing it. We'll go ahead and teleport us out of here. Me and the ETC. There we go. Will he take it? Yes, he did. Finally able to start utilizing these portals just a little bit. The enemy team re-engaging. I actually see this as a prime opportunity for a mosh pit, and so did he. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of damage here. Is it enough? Run, ETC, it's scary. I don't like it. Okay, we're good. Now we turn to a bird. Oh my god, I dodged the sentinel by a fucking second. And now if this continues, I can polybomb and cut off this retreat even more. Holy shit, something went well. It went well. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, that was terrifying. Oh, everything about that was scary. They want us to turn in. I agree we should if we can, but it's very likely that the enemy team is going to right now. And yes, they did. Okay, so that was the first time anyone used my portals, and it felt really good. I got Sonya out of there just so she could re-engage and die. But then I saved the day. I got us out of there. Okay, so the enemy team's on the same talent tier as us right now, so we're not ahead in any regard there. Let's go ahead and just pop my immunity and try to walk through this as fast as I can. We'll just go ahead and sippy cup to mitigate all that damage that they just did to us. Let's get back in bird form. We'll do a little bit of scouting for the team with our active. Let them know exactly where everyone is. Looks like ETC is not afraid. Here we go. Very nice power slide is going to result in a kill there. I know I'm just sitting in bird form, but that's okay. I wanted to make sure this Sylvanas didn't try to help out her Tyrande there. That's why I used the polybomb on her. But it looks like we weren't able to secure the kill anyway. Now we need to go back and defend our structures that are currently being sieged by these giant spiders. Seems like this is going fine. Zul's gonna be able to clean up bottom. God, Zul. Fuck Zul. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. But he's so good on this map. Probably one of the best maps for Zul in the whole game, and like it's probably one of the, how do I word this, he probably benefits more on this map than any other character does on any other map. You know what I'm saying? So we could portal here and it could be pretty strong. So hello. I mean, the whole team was already chasing her. That's not the point. The point is I made a portal to do it, and it worked. They're going to be able to take down that Tyrande. They have an ETC just hanging out here. What's he doing? What are you doing, little ETC? You're just hanging out over here in the fog of the war? Oh no! Oh, he had a really important citrus meeting to get to. It had to be extra tangy or he wasn't happy, and he had to go right then. That's unfortunate. I feel a little bad. We should be able to do a lot of pushing here, especially if our whole team stays together. Oh, bot, please. Sonya went to middle to split push. No reason to split push at all right now. We have a 2-level lead. We see 2 members of the enemy team up in the top lane. And we're going to be able to capitalize on their numbers disadvantage by pushing in here very, very hard. So this is definitely the right play to have everyone in the bottom. Looks like I'm going to be recalled, but I could just make myself immune to damage, and it completely negates that combo that you just did, baby girl. Now the polybomb is spreading a little bit. That's okay. We'll just spread out and deal with that. Now, I would like to throw out a polybomb of my own, but I'm going to wait until this kind of fades. I'm gonna ping that I have a portal going up. I'm gonna make the portal. No one's gonna use it. That's okay. That's fine. I'm used to it. No one pays any attention to me, and that's totally fine. Now, we have a lot of fantastic options here at level 20. Just every talent is good. And I've never said that about a character before, as far as I know. But every talent that we have here is a good talent. Just go follow this Chromie around. Guardian of Trisfall, really strong, or Tirisfal, excuse me, really strong. Allows us to completely clear a minion wave in an instant. It's really good. We have Arcane Brilliance that's really good as well. If we have mages on our team, probably won't do us much good in this particular instance. Then we have Invisibility, which is so crazy strong versus Tracer. Look at her, she's afraid to do anything. Finally, she's gonna recall. You're acting like I was gonna stop you. You think I'm gonna get out of bird form to fight you? But in this particular situation, I'm gonna get the polybomb upgrade just because it's fun, and no other reason. I have to be very careful with my engagements here. We'll go ahead and make him immune to damage. Make sure that Chromie can't do anything to him. Chromie finally is going to be taken down. We'll just keep shielding these guys. Hopefully I can get some... Oh, he picked up groupies. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna portal him in. No one took the portal. Granted, the portals could be placed better. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that these are fantastic portals. And that's part of why Medivh is so difficult to play. Even when you're trying to help, maybe you're not putting the portals in the right spot. This takes time. Hopefully I'll be able to show you. Being able to put a portal here and then figure out the range and put a portal there while someone is walking, hoping that they get in the way, or this is in the way of them. That's very difficult to do. And communicating to your team to get in this shit without having voice comms is very difficult to do as well. So, is he a powerful character? Abso-fucking-lutely. Medivh can elevate a well-oiled team to the next level and allow them to completely control the course of a game. Is he difficult to play? Absolutely, because all he does is elevate a team. He cannot carry in any capacity by himself. He just makes his allies around him better at what they're doing. So if you want to follow my talents in today's video, we did go for Portal Mastery at level 1, Bird's Eye View level 4, Arcane Explosion level 7, Polybomb 10, Astral Projection 13, Circle of Protection 16, and then Glyph of Polybomb. If the enemy team has a Tracer 100% of the time, I pick Invisibility, because Tracer is going to be all over you, and the only way she can get you out of stealth is with her ultimate. So she's wasting an ultimate that you then can mitigate with your W ability. And 9 times out of 10, the Tracer's going to be diving you. Also, you have 2 charges of this invisibility, so you can give this to an ally on your team as well in order to bring them into stealth, you know, maybe setting up a stealth mosh pit or something like that. But that's all for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll delete all the shit I have on my camera, and my face will be back in the next episode. I just forgot to check it before I started. I'll be back soon. Okay, bye!